Hello everyone, this is Brennan, and in this video we're going to be briefly covering a time where you may want to be a little extra cautious when considering taking trading opportunities. Now, if you've been following stocks for any period of time, you know that over the past 10 years or so we've had a lot of bullish momentum in the markets and it's been a good time to buy. But towards the end of last year we had some bearish momentum where price started to come down, broke through the weekly 50 moving average, and we found support at the weekly 200 moving average right around Christmas time. Now, if price would have broken below this moving average shown by the black line, our community would have started to look to take shorting opportunities. But nonetheless, price found support here, and we then found a continuation and bullish momentum to the upside. Now, on the daily time frame, we can see how price played out after finding that bounce from the weekly 200 moving average. You can see that we've had this bullish momentum to the upside. Price is steadily approaching the daily 200 moving average shown by the black line. And then right there we have a bounce back to the downside right at this 200 moving average, which is what I want to talk about here. Now, we want to use price as our main indicator and everything else comes secondary, but moving averages are a great indicator to use to help you in your trading. Now, what I want to cover is when price is starting to gain bullish momentum, we're wanting to look for long opportunities, but when price is reaching this 200 moving average, we want to be extra cautious to make sure that we don't get on the wrong side of a trade. So we come to the daily, price tested the 200 and we had this bounce down. Now, in this area here, this would not be a good area necessarily to try and enter the market for long opportunities, because the 200 moving average is a very strong area of support and resistance. Therefore, around this area, when price is moving to the upside, we're likely to see a bounce, which is what we saw here. Now, price could have easily just broken straight through and continued to the upside, but what we could have also seen is price coming up, testing the 200 moving average, coming down, retesting, and then starting to work its way back down and gain more bearish momentum. So that's why we do not want to try and enter a trade right here, to make sure that we do not get on the wrong side of a trade and have our trades going against us when they're going back to the downside. So if you are keeping an eye on the market, you know that you could have looked for trading opportunities around this area here, which is what many traders within the community have done. And what that does is that gives you some space in this area here to be able to lock in profits and make sure that you are risk-free and your capital is not tied up before reaching this important level at the 200 moving average. So we had this bounce down from the 200 moving average, price came back up to the 200 moving average, and then after that we had a break above, and so far we've had a continuation. Now, price could come down and retest the 200 moving average. We could have a bounce and a continuation to the upside, but nonetheless, around this area here, you want to be extra cautious when looking to take trading opportunities. Now, another thing that I want to point out is the fact that when price was reaching this area right here on the daily 200 moving average, we were also testing the weekly 50 moving average. So we had two areas of strong potential resistance that could have kept price from continuing to the upside. So the reason I'm analyzing the S&P 500 in this video is because the indices have a major impact on the overall market direction. Therefore, when you're looking at individual stocks, it is good to come back to the indices to see what the indices are doing. So, like I mentioned, we had this area of support formed around Christmas time, and price gained bullish momentum, and which is carried onward above the daily 200 moving average. So what we would like to see is for price to stay above the 200 moving average and continue to the upside. Thank you for watching.